Good morning and welcome to the next installment of The Influence of Fairview. For the last several weeks we've been interviewing people that attend Fairview and how God has influenced their life, what He's done for them today. We're with Shane Best. Shane, how are you today? Shane, what we're doing with this, we see people in church but we don't know their story. You know, I see you in the back and other people, and we don't know where they come from or what their life is like. And just to get to know one another, I'm going to ask you about your story. You know, what has God done in your life? How has He brought you to where you are now? And what influence God has had on you? And so what's kind of your history?
Well, I'm originally from Decatur, Decatur in the Hartsville area. Hartsville's where some of the vets, were brought from. And when I was 11, 12 years old, I might have told you before, that's when I started messing around with some of the drugs, alcohol, and marijuana. I believe I was in 6th grade when I first started experimenting with it, and it was kind of rough. I gave my parents a rough go with it and couldn't ever seem to stop.
Yeah. Now, were you raised in church? Were you attending church before that?
Yes, sir. I remember times that we only had one vehicle. My father, actually, I remember him carrying me on his shoulders from Decatur, or from 9th Avenue by Decatur High School, all the way over to Danville Road at First Free Will Baptist.
Isn't that something? He'd carry you to that church.
If the car was broke down or if my mother needed to go to work, he'd put me on his shoulders and walk us all the way over there. Wow. Just to make sure we went to church.
Right, right. So he was there to make sure you were in church.
Oh, yes, yes.
But then you say you kind of drifted away.
Yes, I attribute that partially being mixed in with the wrong crowd at an early age. Loved to hang around kids that were older than I was. Right. Because they seemed to have more fun, I thought. And right. Stayed with that for years, started running with a rougher crowd. Right. Had run-ins with the police over and over, some pretty rough run-ins. Yeah. And it never would help me stop. Right. I mean, no matter what, I've been arrested for marijuana charges, DUI, 4 or 5 IPPLs, that's illegal possession of prohibited liquor, leaving the scene of accident. And one of the times that I knew I was going to die, we was, some friends were in the front seat popping pills, I was in the back, smoking and drinking, and we went off. I guess it was kind of like a mountainside cliff, right. Going straight down, knocking down trees, and right was fixing to hit a huge oak tree. Just a little small fence barbed wire stops right before it started to hit the biggest tree, and I'm sure it would have probably threw us through the windshields and killed. And we got out from the incident and was glad we were alive. And some of the pills and stuff my friends were fixing to take before we hit, they got out, found them on the ground, popped their pills, and we finished drinking, climbed back up the hillside, walked from Danville all the way back to Decatur. It just didn't seem to bother us.
So it didn't stop you, or you didn't take that as a warning or a sign or anything?
I didn't take none of them as a warning. We still kept going on. And my mother and father loved me very, very much. They put up with it. I didn't. My dad, he could be strong and stern. I've been hit by him before. And the drinking and laughing and having fun, I just did not want to stop. And wouldn't have, but not of all the rest. And the police knew us. At times, me and my buddies would be riding down 31, the Gateway Shopping Centers, and the cops pull us over, not even ask for ID. They say Shane and spit out the other name. Go home. I'm going to take you back to jail. And we go home, get in the whoever's else's vehicle, get in their vehicle, get in it, take back on off, and go do it again. Yeah. So it was pretty bad. And the only thing that I know it saved my life was I was at a gym in Priceville, and I heard 2 guys were talking about going to go to a party, long hair, long goatees, earrings in their ears, and I went over there going to introduce myself. I wasn't going to this out party, right? And when I started talking to them, and lo and behold, they was talking about a party at church.
Wow, different kind of party.
Yeah, and I was like, man, y'all got long hair and earrings. Y'all can't be having fun. You're not at church. That ain't. And they asked me what I was going to do, and I was going to go to a party with them, but I quickly changed my mind. Right. And they said, well, we'll go to your party. And they knew what kind of party I was talking about. They, they just wanted to I said, no. I got started talking to him. His name was Anthony Montgomery, was one of them. We became
I know Anthony.
We become good friends, and he said, well, I tell you what, he said, if you make it through that party, I want you to call me, the next day, and said from then on, I don't know how he worded it, but he'll just want to hang out with me.
Yeah.
And that ended up being the last party I went to like that, and I started hanging out with them and stuff, but I was trying to think how I wanted to make sense of this discussion and, what it was actually going to be about besides all the rest and the pot and everything. I smoked all of it, and it always made me wonder what would have happened if we'd have had youth in the churches I grew up in.
Right.
Because the only thing I really remember being there was the older folks and babies. I had a couple of, me my age being 10 and 11, we'd go to Sunday school and go back out and sit in the auditorium, and
right.
I didn't understand what the preacher was saying being 10, 11 years old. I mean, I was going from the time I was born till, 15 years old. I was bringing in the sheaves. I never knew what a sheave was.
Yeah.
But I was bringing them in, but
just singing the song.
I have long hair and earrings and still go to church.
Right.
I mean, to me, I was, you ain't not in here, you're not going to have that, no. So, of course, I already had the long hair, and I was hanging out with them, and I put me an earring in. We started using that as going around to witness to kids, and before I knew it, I was soaked into, I was going to 3 churches. I was going to a Baptist church, going to Calvary Assembly, and then going to another. I just was having a blast.
Yeah. So God changed your life. Tell us how God came into your life and changed it.
Well, I didn't know He'd done it till He already had done it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it
just kind of a slow process.
Yeah. It just happened. Before I knew it, I was hanging out with them, didn't want to go doing the smoking and drinking, and after a couple of years I noticed that, I don't know when it happened, but I even went to, the earring come out.
Mm-hmm.
I started having respect for hymns, after I got soaked into it and learned, and I started having, going back and having respect for all of it. It brought me in and taught me, then cut the hair off, not this short, but
it went to one and straight to the other, didn't it?
But it's like it took me from one place to another, then brought me back and said, this is what we wanted you to understand, but you missed it.
Right.
But it's just, I wasn't interested, 10 years, I didn't understand anything.
Right.
And now, some of these churches, they have something for everybody.
Right.
That's what I like about Fairview. They have something for my son, us, have everything.
Right.
Everything, and I've even went back to some of the churches before I come there, and I remember I love the contemporary Christian music, right. Jeremy Camp, etc. But I remember wearing one of my contemporary shirts to one of the small churches I was going to, and I got so many negative. They asked me what that shirt was. It was a Big Daddy Weave shirt, and I loved to hear them. And they asked who it was, and I told them. They said, are they good? And I said, yes. They said, well, if you say so, they started mouthing off about it, and I just, well, that's why you don't have a lot of youth here. You're going to have somebody, I see, to come and take church over when the older people leave. You're going to have somebody else come up and lead the church and be with it. Right. And that's what that's what I think churches need to step up and do. If they don't give the young people something, the devil will. I know that for a fact.
Right.